No human should wake up at this hour.
I may have puked.
We should stop recording and try to figure this out.
Hi, we're Ferris and Lisa. We love to travel internationally, but this year, we're changing a few things.
I just bought it.
We quit our jobs and bought a van. Follow us along as we road trip North America. In our last episode, we drove 1,300 miles from our home state of Michigan all the way to Colorado.
Just made it to Rocky Mountain National Park. We're in Glacier Basin Campground, and this is the start of our trip here in Rocky Mountain. Pretty excited, super stoked. We got a really nice campsite.
And the campsite is just absolutely stunning. I mean, look at this background. So what not a better place to try out our new pot. So we brought like a flat iron skillet pot that we're gonna use with this tripod, but right now there's just a grill plate. So we added some like chicken, potatoes, and stuff in there. So I've never used one before, so we're gonna see how it turns out. All right, so chicken's not bad. It kind of tastes a little boiled. So I'm just gonna put a ton of barbecue sauce on it, but we finally figured out how to get Ferris some sweet potatoes because honestly, we were boiling them and then the next day they would go bad in the fridge. It got like this weird film on them.
Look, we didn't even try any recipe. I just threw everything in this pot. But we're gonna start getting these recipes down.
So today we're gonna start off with a nice breakfast and keep it pretty chill and relaxed. We have a few things planned for today because tomorrow we wake up at 3 a.m. to start our hike to Long's Peak.
If you don't get up early to get a parking spot, you can always take the shuttle.
Inconspicuous Ferris.
On the shuttle. If you are coming here to hike, there's a few hikes that I do recommend. Sky Pond and Fur Lake are really great. I did those a couple of years ago with my buddies and it was a great time. But for us, we're gonna save our legs and try to stay out of this rain. This is Dream Lake. It's only about a mile from Bear Lake Trailhead. Really easy to do, super fun. Only took maybe about 30 minutes. I mean, we went pretty fast, I guess, but beautiful lake. And you can keep on going to Emerald Lake. It's only about 0.7 miles further. Definitely recommend. That behind us, that's Long's Peak. That's what we're doing tomorrow. So, just blew the mountain up.
All right, it's 7 o'clock, T-minus 8 hours before we leave for our big hike. So now we gotta pack up, make all the sandwiches, get everything ready so that we can get a couple hours of sleep tonight before we wake up and head off. Got the batteries. It works. We're making peanut butter and banana sandwiches so we can have a lot of calories for tomorrow. So we get 2 each. All right, we're all packed. So now just chilling, waiting till we're ready.
I'm a little nervous, but I'm pretty excited. I mean, I went in and talked to the ranger today and he said there is a chance of rain, so we really got to make sure that we're out and up early. And we got to get up there especially before noon, but it looks like it's going to start raining around 11. You know, there's a chance that we don't make it, and if it does start raining, start thunderstorming, then it's not worth it, so we might have to turn around.
Low-key, I'm so nervous, but I'm excited, but I'm nervous. Ready, Ferris? No.
Took a little nap in the Long Peak Trailhead parking lot. Now we're up. We're ready to start the day. Got a big hike today. Gotta get to the top of the mountain. That's the goal. Keep on pumping. Get ready. Let's go.
You all right, Paris?
No human should wake up at this hour. No human.
My eyes are so puffy. We're gonna make it, Ferris. We're gonna do it. We got this. So our hike today is a 14er. It's 14.5 miles long. We'll be gaining 5,000 feet in elevation.
It's quite common that there's thunderstorms after noon on Long's Peak, so that's why it's really important that you start the hike this early to get up there before the thunderstorms. The ranger said yesterday that it's actually probably going to thunderstorm around 11 a.m., so we got to make sure we get up there pretty quick and get down before the thunderstorms start. We're about 4.5 miles in. The sun is just starting to rise behind us. We're pretty close to making our way to Boulder Field. And after Boulder Field, that's kind of when it starts getting pretty technical, but we just stopped to enjoy the view for a little bit, get a snack. I think Lisa's maybe feeling the altitude a little bit.
I will say, after 4.5 miles, it gets colder and you can feel the breathing a little bit, like just a tad bit foggy, but I'm eating a snack. I'm getting there. It's not holding me back.
Hopefully it doesn't get windy. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. Got a little bit windy, so we decided to put on the hat and gloves, but right behind us you can see, right there, that's Long's Peak. We're a little out of breath. But that's Long's Peak right there. And right there you can kind of see the keyhole. I'll point it out maybe in some B-roll, but we're gonna go to Boulder Field and we're gonna go make our way up there. Maybe stop for a quick snack. It's 6 a.m. The sun is just poked up above the clouds now. Wow, it is really beautiful up here. Totally worth just getting up. Just even if we get here, it's totally worth it, but we gotta keep pushing on so we don't get caught in the storm. Up until now, the path has been relatively well marked and easy to find. I mean, you're definitely gaining elevation, but it wasn't too difficult. I mean, we're definitely tired, but nothing that someone fairly fit couldn't do. But the next section is definitely the part that we're a little worried about. Not worried, but definitely will be harder. And that's the last like 1.5 miles getting up to the summit. How you hanging in?
Good. Definitely feeling the elevation a little bit. Like it's, when you look at it, it's not too bad, but the air is so thin, but I mean the views keeping me going, man.
Might be hard to see, but there's a whole herd of elk up here. It's pretty awesome. Made it to the base. Well, the base of the keyhole route. And right there, they actually have some bathrooms for us. I was tooting the whole way up. Lisa was behind me. Right there is the keyhole. So we gotta make it up there. This is when it kind of gets strenuous. Gotta make it up to that part. But up until now, it hasn't been too crazy, but I know that's the technical part. It seems so close, but still so far away. We are just one step at a time making our way up there. Gotta get up there. Gotta get up there. We made it. We made it to the keyhole. And right here is a shelter, just in case it gets too crazy. But we still got a little bit left to go. And they say this next part is the part that gets a little sketchy. But right over this ridge, it's gonna be beautiful views. So we're just gonna take a few more steps, get there.
Okay, so we just made it up keyhole. Honestly, that was the sketchiest part. There was some flat granite, and I'm nervous about going down. Going up was sketchy, so going down is gonna be really sketchy. I even left my backpack. We'll pick it up on the way down just because we didn't want it to hit something, bounce me off. Gotta stay safe.
Some of these parts up here are just super tight, so You just gotta take your time. We've been taking a lot of rest time.
So unfortunately, I didn't make it to the summit. Made it past Keyhole. Made it to some of the hardest parts, but as you can see, it's straight up. And it got to the point where it might thunderstorm at 11, and I was just moving too slow. So I sent Ferris up there, because you know Mountain Man Ferris will just run up there. So I'm just chilling here, and then he'll come back, and then we have to make our way all the way down. In the end, it does suck like not reaching the summit, but at the same time, some of these rocks just aren't safe, and if we get caught in a thunderstorm, like, just chances of something going wrong are very high. So just better safe than sorry.
Made it up here finally to the top, the summit of Long's Peak. We're here. Lisa didn't make it. She wasn't feeling that well, so she's waiting back down. She made the right decision though. It's a really gnarly hike, and after that part, it got really steep and she just wasn't feeling great, but made it up here. Gonna go back down and meet back up with her.
Okay, doing a little rough. I think both Ferris and I have, altitude poisoning. Sickness. I may have puked.
She did.
I did. But we're making our way down. We have about like 3.3 miles left. You know, still made it to, I think, 13,000 feet, 1,300 feet. So
13,800.
13,800. So I'm still proud of myself, but I just gotta get down. All right, we just made it back in the van. I'm dead. I can't even move. I don't know what's going on, but I got chubby hands right now.
You're really swollen.
Yeah, my fingers are like very long and skinny.
So we should stop recording and try to figure this out.
Okay, that's next. R.I.P. I'm done. So, when we have a hard day, you know what that means. How do you feel, Ferris?
It's not New Haven pizza, but it'll do.
I meant on the hike. I'm up the hike.
Hardest day hike I've ever done.
Sleepy time.
It's 6:30. I'm dead. It's time to sleep. Eat some chocolates.
I'm feeling kind of good. I slept 12 hours last night. I fell asleep at 7 p.m. That pizza.
That
My
pizza
knees, like for real though, my knees hurt. But like, I haven't even got out of bed, so I don't even know how I feel. It's 9. I got up at 7. I haven't even moved out of the bed. 12 hours sleeping in the van is the longest I've ever. We actually took a tip from one of our YouTube comments, and they said to park at this hotel that's inside Estes Park, and I won't give away the hotel name. And we had a great sleep.
Hands.
Oh, they're back to normal.
Back to normal hands.
Can you tell the difference between those hands and the last hands? Holy crap, that's such a difference.
Yeah, basically it was just from the altitude. It's more common in women.
Lisa had acute mountain sickness, for sure, altitude sickness. Yeah, she did puke up on the mountain as we were coming down, but we had no choice but to come back down. I asked her, I was like, can I do anything for you? And she's like, nah, we get down the mountain. She was like, she turned into like the Terminator. She's like, I make it down.
All right, day after our hike, it's 12:50. We finally made it out of the van, but we're here in Estes Park where they're having a farmer's market, and we're trying not to walk because honestly we're just chilling today. So that's about the extent of how much we can really do. So they have a ton of great goodies here. They have coffee, they have cinnamon rolls. Ferris keeps looking at those. They have so many goodies. So that's just a really cool thing that you can do in Estes.
I can't walk that much because I'm hurting pretty bad. But we are on the river walk, which goes pretty long. I don't know how long, so I'm not gonna say. I'll put it up on the screen. But it's really, really nice. There's a ton of shops, restaurants, bars, ice cream, coffee. We are making our way back into the park. because we want to go on the other side, which is Grand Lake, the Grand Lake entrance. But to get to the other side, you have to use the Trail Ridge Road, which it's not really have to use. You actually want to use it. It's one of the top things that you can do here at Rocky Mountain National Park. So super excited that we'll be able to do this. It's a little rainy outside, so hopefully it holds out. Even if it doesn't, we're gonna get some footage. We're gonna show you what this is like taking Tina on the Trail Ridge Road.
Okay, so it's a little foggy out there, but if you guys can see, Long's Peak is the highest point right there. Another great view in the books.
Solid. So many stop-offs. We're gonna do them all?
You guys.
You know what? Just because you're up in the mountains when you drive your car here, you know, I felt proud that I got up there by walking.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this Rocky Mountain National road trip. I know we had a blast. We had so much fun, but even crouching down right now hurts so bad. I have to do some stretching. But if you guys enjoyed this, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. See you on the next one.